Okay. I,
Just a prick.
I come up with the concept of Kiraku Neos and the world. Well, not so much as the world of Andromeda, but oh no. Well, that's okay. I didn't need that meter anyway. Um. So that's an interesting question, but yeah, come up with the concept of Kiraku Neos and the world of Andromeda in the first place. So I can clarify a few things. Kiraku Neos was not a name that I came up with. Andromeda is an actual place. Those are the two things I can clarify initially. The particular area that I'm in Andromeda, that would go to a more personal question. It's okay. It's not like trauma dumping or anything. That's easier to share. Kiraku Neos concept, and the best way that I can describe it, talk about it really, is that the character itself, and I try and let people know as much as I can, is that Kiraku Neos is the self that I wish to be, or the best, what I would consider the best version of myself. So, with the best efforts, best strives, me at my most powerful, most confident, feeling the best about myself. So when I go live, or when I try to go live, not so much as recent times, but when I do go live, that is the idea of just me saying, alright, it's time to get real, or play up everything. And that's basically how the, that more or less devolves, or not devolves, that more or less describes the character. I thought I blocked, I got hit. That more or less would help describe the character in the basic, easy sense. As I would explain, as my lore would explain better, my lore would be more so as a recollection of past events, except, you know, explained in form of an anime. Well, anime. Explain, exaggerated slightly, but still a true story. Some things chronologically got shifted around, but it's still accurate. And it's a lot of conveying and feelings of those that I've met along the way. As far as the world of Andromeda, the area in Andromeda that I stay in, that may not be a real place. I stay in a place known as, or I send my transmissions from a place known as the Kiraku system. So you know how they got the Milky Way galaxy and shit? The Kiraku system is kind of like that Milky Way area over in Andromeda. Well, a Milky Way area. You know, humans can live there if they wanted to. But my area wasn't as necessarily lucky or great. Now, if I were to break storyline, kayfabe, all of that stuff, it's basically just it's basically a place that I made up in my head that was a compilation of different worlds that I imagined up, or even you can consider it to where the kid in me was always being very imaginative, always wanting to self-insert myself in different stories and stuff, never as the main character, but always wanting to be in these worlds where these people are, he thinks he's so cool and everything. Nowadays, to also definitely avoid copyright, that world is basically a wasteland. Most of the planets are destroyed now, and it's just, we're here. And we're in the here and now, and I just send transmissions from this place to everyone to see. Be it through song or through these streams. Of course, the streams have held back a bit because college, but for the most part, that's the best way I could probably give you the story time as to how Kiraku Neos and the world of Andromeda first came up. It's been with me all this time, just never given actual feasible form. And as far as the name Kiraku Neos, as I'll tell anyone anytime, the name was actually formed by my friend Fever. I lost the round. But yeah, the name was actually formed by my friend Fever. We're very long time friends, and he gave me that nickname. No, I did not take it from seeing any Japanese stuff and being like, oh, I'm gonna appropriate. That's not how it happened. He called me Kiraku Neos. He gave me that nickname. It stuck with me for this long time, and I rock with it because there's sentimental value to it. Does that answer enough? Strangely enough, my head doesn't feel weird after that. That's